He made me stand up in front of everybody at the Maverik Center, and everybody was clapping. And
we have a winner here in West Valley City. Teachers at Riverton High School. Anybody?
you know, I was shaking in my shorts a little bit.
Jason Weimer. Jason.
Hello and welcome to the Supercast. I'm your host, Superintendent Anthony Godfrey. Could it be magic? It was something like that for an amazing Jordan School District music teacher. On this episode of the Supercast, meet Riverton High School's Performing Arts Director, Jason Weimer. Mr. Weimer recently received the prestigious Barry Manilow Music Teacher Award for the state of Utah. The award came with a once-in-a-lifetime meet and greet with Barry Manilow himself, and with Mr. Weimer being recognized in the middle of the Manilow concert at the Maverik Center. Yes, it looks like this talented teacher has made it. Listen to his incredible story. We are here at Riverton High School out with the marching band talking with Jason Weimer, the Director of Instrumental Music. Jason, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jason, and I teach the sit-down bands and orchestras in AP Music Theory at Riverton High School, along with Mr. Chris Jesse and Mr. Drew Holland.
The sit-down bands. Tell me about how all of this gets categorized.
Well, marching band is what I like to call stand-up band. We do that outside and march around on the field, and then sit-down band is the stereotypical, more concert, inside at night concert sort of ensemble.
Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
Yep,
that's right.
Pretty much.
All right. So, tell me, give us a comprehensive view of the music program, the instrumental music program overall. You mentioned some other faculty members. I think that folks who have not been in music in high school recently or haven't been involved may not realize just the scope and the range of opportunities that are available to students these days.
So our biggest goal is to be able to meet students wherever they are, in terms of what they need to get better at their instrument, and so we're lucky to be able to offer 3 levels of orchestra and 3 levels of concert band and 3 levels of percussion ensemble and 2 levels of jazz band, and the biggest thing that lets us do is differentiate instruction and just sort of really cater to what the kids at each level need in order to get better. And we found that that's been the best way for us to help grow the program and have happy kids playing music.
You have kids entering the program, it sounds like, with varying degrees of experience with instrumental music. Some of them maybe started in middle school. Some of them are starting fresh in high school, haven't picked up an instrument before, and others have played for a long time. Is that accurate?
Oh yeah, and you never know who's gonna end up being your best senior or things like that. Whether they start in high school as a sophomore or if they've been playing in middle school. I've had kids pick up an instrument in 10th grade for the first time and end up being some of the best players we have. Of course, kids who start learning when they're super young, doing like private lessons or things like that, are gonna generally tend to, have an advantage, I guess, in terms of skill.
But there's a place for everyone, regardless of how well prepared you are.
Absolutely, we'll take anybody at any skill level and do what we can to get them involved.
Well, I love that so many options are available, and we're here while everyone's setting up for marching band practice, and this is they're unloading a semi-truck. That's not an exaggeration. So tell me about what's involved every time you perform and every time you practice.
So every time we practice, we're talking about getting 5 to 10 props in the right place, coordinating an ensemble that really in itself is 3 different ensembles performing together. So we have like the color guard who does the dancing and the spinning of the flags and the rifles and stuff like that, and so they have their own instructional team. We have like the horn line, so that's going to be like band instruments like flutes, trumpets, things like that. They have their own instructional team. And then we have the percussion section, so drums and marimbas and things like that, and they have their own instructional team. And then all of those have the visual component as well, which is like the marching around the field and things like that. So you're coordinating a lot of different elements together. And I mean, as you can tell from the trailer, even just stuff. We have a lot of stuff. But that's one of the best things about this activity is everybody has a responsibility that helps the team be successful, whether it's making sure the props are in the right spot or making sure the people are playing the right notes. Everyone has a thing that they need to contribute and be reliable on. And yeah, it's just that type of responsibility is just what I've seen makes this activity so great and so appealing. Is everybody's starting is on the starting team. Nobody's on the bench, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like everyone's on there the whole game. So
they're all very involved, and you're here talking with me for the podcast after school, and everyone is just doing their thing. Everyone knows what to do. It's a well-oiled machine, and everyone has a role to play. And if anyone aspires to be a roadie, I think they have some really good experience. They're ready to go.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. They get plenty of practice at it. Like everything you see the kids doing, we've practiced at some point.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, even putting repurposed cafeteria tables onto the field.
I did notice that. They did seem familiar.
They were surplus, I promise.
No, hey, I'm sure you didn't go to some elementary school and steal them. You received an award over the summer that got a lot of attention and, as you said, was pretty overwhelming. Tell folks about that.
So it was the Barry Manilow Music Teacher Award, which I'll be honest, I didn't even know was an award until they contacted me with the nomination.
And had someone nominated you, or was it with a form that allowed you to?
It was somebody nominated me. I guess that the venues they do concerts at, they meet with people who work at that venue and brainstorm. Not sure exactly how my name came up, and I haven't been able to figure out who put my name in the hat. But
yeah.
But somebody somewhere nominated me, and I'm super grateful to that. But I mean, the biggest thing for me is when the whole thing was happening, like, I hate being annoying on Facebook and social media and asking people to like do things for me.
Yeah.
And so I was trying really hard not to be, hey, make sure you vote for me today, because the type of competition it was one where you could vote every day once. Each person could vote every day once, which and then the window was so wide open that I was like, I really don't want to be annoying. But I was super, super humbled by how much the community sort of took the reins and did that.
So tell us about this award. What did it involve? I know it's money for you and for the school.
Yeah, so normally when they did this award, they used to focus on just donations to the school. And I guess this year, in the past couple of years, they decided to make it about the teacher and the school program, and so they did a matching $5,000 donation to the school, and then $5,000 for me as well.
Now, did they let me back up. So $5,000 for the school, $5,000 for you. How did you spend that money for the school? Have you spent it?
I did spend it, and we're still waiting on the equipment. So they partnered with a great company called Sweetwater, and they were able to give us like at pricing basically on a lot of stuff. So a lot cheaper than we would have gotten that stuff if we had just bought it by ourselves.
And the $5,000 for you personally?
Yeah, I spent that really, really fast as well. I took my wife out to a nice dinner, and then the rest I shoveled into paying down my graduate loans. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So hey, that feels great.
Yeah.
That feels great, and it's a related cost.
Yeah,
so that makes a lot of sense. Well, that's pretty fun. That's cool. So Tell me about the concert and the experience. You also got to attend the concert, and you got to meet Barry Manilow. Talk to me about that experience.
Yeah, they were great seats, first of all, like right up in the front. And before we went out for the concert, they took us backstage to for the meet and greet, and it was really fast. But I mean, it's like meeting a movie star, right? Like, I mean, it's probably the most famous person I've ever met in my life. Or maybe will ever meet. But I mean, he was really kind, and I mean, he was really busy, so we didn't chat that much. You know, we found out we played the same instrument, which was pretty cool.
You played the same instrument. Tell me about that.
So I played clarinet growing up, and I guess that's the instrument that he played growing up as well. So, you know, we have a little bit of shared trauma there. But
clarinet trauma.
Yeah,
clarinet
trauma.
people. The clarinet brings people together,
the clarinet
right?
The clarinet players know about the clarinet trauma.
So that's cool. That's exciting. And when he handed you the check, did he say, "This one's for you"?
I think he dropped the ball on that one. He should have done that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
No Copacabana
jokes,
references.
No.
You know, it's really sad for me. I was out of town. I wanted to be there, first of all, to see you get honored like this. But I'm also a fan-alo. I'm a big Barry Manilow fan. I've had his stuff. I bought it when I was 13. I bought Manilow Magic, the K-Tel collection. So I've been a fan for a long time, and I wanted to tell him that. But it sounds like he would have been pretty busy and pretty fast in and out of the room anyway. But I was living through you, because I really would have loved to meet Barry Manilow. That sounds like a really cool experience. How did it feel for you to be recognized that way?
It was really overwhelming. I don't like public attention generally, but you know, there was a part where he made me stand up in front of everybody at the Maverik Center, and everybody was clapping, and you know, I was shaking in my shorts a little bit, but afterwards it was pretty cool. As I was leaving, a lot of people came up and they're like, "Hey, I just, you know, want you to know, like I had a really great music teacher. Like, I appreciate what you're doing." And I ran into parents of two students that I had like 10 years ago when I first started, that just happened to be at the Barry Manilow concert too.
Wow.
They came and found me afterwards to just, you know, and I got to catch up with them for a little bit, so that was also super cool.
That's so awesome. I love that. That must have been a great feeling. What was fun for me is that I received a few texts from people who were at the concert, who filmed it, and then would text it to me and say, "Did you know this about your teacher who won this award?" And they were all really cheering for you. And so I got to see that footage of what happened, and having you stand up and the spotlight and everything.
We're going to celebrate the music teachers, so we created a contest. In each city that we go to, the students vote for their favorite music teacher. And we have a winner here in West Valley City. Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about him. He teaches at Riverton High School. Anybody? He's been teaching for 12 years. He teaches intermediate and advanced band, 3 levels of string orchestra, marching band, full symphony, and music theory. He's a busy boy, eh? And I love his quote. His quote is, "I love seeing my students' passion and watching them fall in love with making music." Go, Jason, go. All right, so our winner here in West Valley City is Jason Weimer. Jason,
Stay with us. When we come back, hear what band students have to say about Mr. Weimer and his unofficial induction into the International Barry Manilow Fan Club.
Never miss an episode of the Supercast by liking and subscribing on your favorite podcasting platform. Find transcripts for this episode and others at supercast.jordandistrict.org.
Are you looking for a job right now? Looking to work in a fun and supportive environment with great pay and a rewarding career? Jordan School District is hiring. We're currently filling full and part-time positions. You can work and make a difference in young lives and education as a classroom assistant or a substitute teacher. Apply to work in one of our school cafeterias, where our lunch staff serves up big smiles with great food every day. We're also looking to hire custodians and bus drivers. In Jordan School District, we like to say, people come for the job and enjoy the adventure. Apply today at employment.jordandistrict.org.
So just tell me, I always like to ask this, what would you say to parents of students who are maybe thinking about whether they ought to be involved in color guard or marching band or any instrumental music, whether here at Riverton or elsewhere? What are the benefits? Why should they consider that?
And I've said this a lot, is most of these kids won't major in music. But most of the benefits to being in a music ensemble are not musical benefits. So cooperation, how to work with other people towards a common goal, how to compromise, how to support your friends and your peers, or invest in somebody else's success. Like those are in my mind are things we need a lot of now. And this activity just is full of that sort of stuff. And I could go on and on and on and on and on about the positives of just those sort of amusical things. But honestly, like, just hang out with some band kids, hang out with some orchestra kids at some point, and like, those are the kids who are like cleaning up after themselves and other people at school, and those are the kids who are like helping each other and really watching out for each other. And I think that that's not necessarily I think that that's because of their involvement in that activity.
I agree. There are a ton of benefits, and I like how you deem them to be amusical benefits. Like, it goes well beyond music, and they're lessons that last forever. I also love that we have a soundtrack to our interview.
Yeah,
we've got the marimbas going in the background, and many other instruments as well. Sounds fantastic. And I went to the state competition a couple of years in a row, and it's not just the students, but the parents. It's very social for parents. It's a great connect. You become part of a community. Well, thank you so much for everything that you're doing for these kids. It's such an important experience for them. And I know your program is huge because of the great environment that you provide for students and the wonderful experiences they have when they're part of your program. So thanks to you and the other teachers involved here at Riverton, and keep up the great work.
Of course. Thank you.
And good luck at state. We're talking now with two students who are in the program. Tell me your name, grade, and what you play.
I'm Elizabeth Fisher. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm the drum major.
I'm Josh Sieverts. I am a senior, and I play clarinet.
Tell me about playing the clarinet. Your teacher also played the clarinet when he was in high school. He talked about the shared trauma of clarinet players. Talk to me about playing the clarinet.
Well, clarinet is definitely the best instrument, up for debate, but not if you're right.
Okay.
There's so many squeaks, especially when you're learning. There's like these high-pitched screams, and they are so annoying. It's like learning the recorder in elementary school.
Yeah.
It's one of those instruments your parents want you to play outside or in the basement. But then you start getting really good, and it sounds really good.
It starts sounding cool. And does it come apart? Does it have like these? Is it in three pieces or two?
Yeah. So you have your bell, you have your lower joint, which has the bottom hand of keys, the upper joint which has the top hand of keys, your barrel, your mouthpiece, your ligature, which holds on your reed, and then your reed, which is what makes the noise.
I was going to say ligature. I'm glad that you stepped in with that. So now, what do you like about playing the clarinet?
So I started playing it just because none of my family did, because I have a musical family. But then when I started playing it, It's like the perfect instrument for me because I love playing melody because I love being the most important.
Right.
But then I also love harmonies because I love how they blend. And clarinet is right in the middle, so you get to do both.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
it's
best
my
of both
favorite.
worlds. It's great. Do you plan on continuing to play after high school?
Yeah, so I plan on going to college for music education, actually.
Outstanding. So you can come back and work in Jordan District.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Now, tell me about your instrument. You are a drum major. So does that start out with being a major or with playing the drums?
Well, that just means I conduct the band. So I don't play the drums, but I play other instruments. And basically, I just keep time and hope that everybody stays with me and my co-partner, the other drum major.
Oh, so there are two drum majors.
Yes.
They're not the drum minor? You're
No,
both majors?
No, I'm technically the junior drum major, but we're both kind of equal, I guess.
Okay. Would she say that too? Or would she
I
say
hope
that you're
so.
not equal?
I'm not completely sure, but
I'm not trying to create drum major
No, yeah,
drama
it's
here. I'm
fine.
just trying to understand.
Yes.
So as a drum major who does not play the drums, what do? You have to stand up on that precipice, up on
Yes.
that platform.
Yes.
Tell me, what is it like to be in Mr. Weimer's program?
So,
He won an award. It seems
yeah.
like he's pretty awesome.
so I'd say he's the best band teacher because lots of band teachers are super strict and it's all about being perfect and it's never talking. It's always just quiet and you're listening and attentive. He does that, but he makes it fun. So like we can have a great time. Like sometimes we'll just get a pizza because we can and we'll just have a party during class.
How about for you?
Yeah, basically the same thing. He has a really good balance of finding fun and being productive together, and he's a really cool guy in my opinion. I've had different situations where he's just like super friendly, super caring, and like he's inspired me to want to become a band teacher when I'm older. And so I feel like that's like the best compliment someone can receive is just like
That is
he's just so inspiring to me, and I want to be like him when I grow up. So.
Well, there's not a better compliment than that. That's fantastic. So you both want to be music teachers. What is, if you had to name one thing, what's the best thing you've learned from Mr. Weimer?
Honestly, how to play clarinet because I played for 3 years before I came here and I thought I was better than I was. I could hardly play it. And then within like 2 months of having him as a teacher, I had excelled dramatically.
Took off. I love that. How about you?
I feel like just like teaching me how to be like a really good person. Like he's an awesome person, and he makes sure that we know how to treat people correctly. You know, we're teenagers, we're still trying to figure out our lives and who we are, and just making sure that everybody around us is okay with us being around them, and making sure that we're always grateful and just ready to be good people. I think that's something I've learned from him.
Wow, what an incredible combination. The technical skills and learning just to be a better all-around person. What more could you ask for? So thanks for being such an important part of the band, and I'm excited to see your performances coming up. So keep up the great work. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Supercast. Remember, education is the most important thing you will do today. We'll see you out there.